Hey guys, Casual Crono here. I was fortunate enough to pull Xianhua, if I pronounced that right. And I have her at level 80. She could go up to 100, but level 80 is good enough for now. And I am testing her out with, her damage. Stellar-wise, I have 30 points invested in her, and I chose the max MP nodes instead of the stats nodes for my last few choices. And that's because, in part, some of her skills depend on her magic points. And so I want to get them as high as possible. I think the cap, though, is like 1,080 or something like that. And she has a team that can raise her mana, so I might not have to have done that. Might have been better in the long run if I had gone with the stats, but also in the long run she could be someone I could give shadow points to, and slowly over time, and it might not matter eventually. Anyway, as far as gear, she has your typical magic damage DPS gear. She has the elpis rod. She has the Dryad's ring, since it does magical critical strength improvement and gives a little bit of MP. Grasta-wise, she has bullseye, MP consumption, and adversity, and all pains. The badge I chose for her was the Fallen Wings badge. It improves her intellect by 30 and type attack by 10. And type attack for her is a little weird. She's a magic user, but it's not elemental. So I can't equip those shared Grasta, improve crystal damage by 30% if you're a staff user. Those types of things don't work on her. Her skills are just simply magic attacks, which I believe a magic attack is considered a type attack. So I think, if I'm understanding it right, this type attack 10% will help her, whereas others won't. I could give her things like Vitality Badge, which just simply improves her damage by 20%, as long as she's at max health. However, some of her Stellar skill, which is Tesseract, which I'm not testing first, it does its max damage when she's at half life. So I don't necessarily want her to be at full health if I'm using Tesseract. But anyway, so the original set of skills are going to be as if she was not Stellar Awakened. In this case, Horizon is her strongest attack skill. It's a magic attack, attacks all enemies twice, strength times 8, whatever that means. Now what it does, it ignores target defenses, and which means I guess I don't have to debuff, like resistances, because if it ignores defenses, do I need to? I'm not really sure. That's kind of what we're going to play around some with. Her strength is based on the user's intellect, and it can go up to 2,000. And actually on the wiki, it's a slightly more complicated calculation. It takes the base intellect, the magic weapon intellect, plus the intellect stacks, it multiplies it by the intellect multiplier, and then it looks like it subtracts the magical attack weapon again. I'm not quite sure why. So it's a really weird calculation, but just kind of glancing over everything, and I'm not a huge math person, it seems like the higher the intellect, obviously, and the higher the magic power, the more damage she will do. And if I can actually keep her damaged, then her Stellar skill will do, ideally, massive amounts of damage. So, who have I paired her with? I have Xian, Iffy, Radias. It's basically my Alma magic team, only, I really hate to say it, I've ditched Alma in place of Xianhua. And I want to see if this is a good choice or not. Alma, I can get her to reach damage cap against enemies that are weak to her, and can pierce barriers. Xianhua, none of her skills pierce barriers, which means if I want to do a barrier pierce, I'd have to use Iffy and her blood contract. So let's just go ahead and take a look at how she performs on a test dummy.
I won't
Now, what I'm doing today is probably not what I'm going to do even a week from now, let alone a month from now. This is just very, very, very preliminary tests. I'm not even sure how well this team works. And I'll kind of go over the rest of the team after I do this. So, the 3 skills I've chosen are Horizon, Trinity, and Link. Link deploys Magic Fate Stance, and it improves users' max MP. So her MP value is going to go up. However, Xianhua Alter can preemptively deploy Magic Fate Stance, and he inflicts break with it with his attack order. And Link will deploy an Awakened Zone if I'm already in Magic Fate Stance. So basically on turn 1, the 2 of them are going to set up an Awakened Magic Zone. Iffy will Rosa Liliac all the time, because that's what she does on the first turn, so I can get Pain going right away. You'll notice that my Iffy now has 4 skills to use, and if you've been following me up until this point, I've been working on her shadow points. I finally went ahead and blew the rest of my guiding shadow points, and I now have the ability to choose 4 skills, so yay. We'll get into more on that later. So we're going to go set Pain Poison, and typically in a fight, the first thing I do with Radius is Overwhelm, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of mimic a boss fight. So I'm going to have an Awakened Magic Zone, if this works, Pain set on the enemy, and a Damage Barrier. Yep. There we go. Awakened Magic Zone, turn 1. And from what I read on the wiki, the Link skill will awaken the zone an infinite number of times. So once the awakened zone runs out, I can use Jet Xian and her to put it back all in one turn. So, second turn. I am going to use Trinity. That will improve my non-type magic attack by 50% and increase my skill hits by 1. It also gives my team a damage barrier. And because I'm in an awakened zone, the second part takes into effect. The non-type magic attack buff increases basically by double. So I should get, I guess, 100% non-type magic attack boost. Now Jet Xian, the zone's already awakened, so I don't need to worry about Suzaku Encirclement. So I'm just going to use Illusion Black Dragon. And that basically gives mental focus to the whole team. Now, she already has given mental focus to the team because of her stellar skills. However, once it runs out, Illusion Black Dragon can put it back. So because of Jet Xian, I can give mental focus to the team an infinite number of times. Okay, so I like Nocturnal Procession. I like giving people a 50% intellect buff. And so that's what I'm going to do. And usually my second turn, if I'm not overwhelming, I'm getting Rage going. So I'm going to Prominence Purge.
Take this. Go. How's that?
So here's where we stand now. She has mental focus. She actually kind of sort of has it twice. You know, it doesn't stack. She has her own and Jet Xian put one on. We have an Awakened Magic Zone. We have Pain on the enemy, and now we have Intellect buffs going. So we are going to cast Horizon, which is her normal end skill, before Stellar Awakening. And her int value should be pretty high. Her magic power, MP, is above the threshold that I need. And we're just going to see what kind of damage we do. Now, Xian has a choice. I could continue to do damage and stuff like that. I am going to actually use Attack Order again and inflict Break. So that way she will do double damage on this turn. And to make sure that she is the one attacking and no one else is, I am not going to attack with either Iffy or AS Radius. So I could reapply the power down, int down. I could rebuff. Doesn't really matter. And I'm going to overwhelm, so neither of them are going to attack. So the damage we see is just her doing Horizon. And, oh wow, the dummy has about 1 billion health. I don't know what percent that is, but that is close to 1 billion. That was probably 850, maybe 900 million worth of damage. Can she do it again? Oh, Magic Zone is over. So let's test this. Let's link and let's attack Order again. I should have an awakened Magic Zone at the end. We'll go ahead and Rosa Liliac again and Overwhelm again. There it is. Yep, Link reawakened the Magic Zone. And her magic power is higher again. Alright, last turn with the dummy. Let's see, Trinity was cast on turn 2. It lasts for 3 turns. So she might still have that buff. Let's see. She still has Iffy's Lunatic. She has a reduced damage. Let's see, type attacks. Magical critical from her weapon. Let's see. Alright, hit count +1. Has 1 turn left. Non-type magic, 1 turn left. Yep, looks like her Trinity skill is still active, and this is the last turn for it. So let's do another Horizon. And we will break again. And we'll just, whatever. Nocturnal Procession and Overwhelm, so again, we're not using up the break by accident. Wow. Alright. We just did 1 billion damage plus on the dummy. Now, one downside that occurred to me, because Radius wasn't getting attacked, I didn't really have any way to restore mana during the fight. You'll see that they all have some mana lost. She has a little bit of health lost. So I want to try blowing the AF bar. To fill you in a little more on the team, this is kind of what I've created. Xianhua, if I go to her ability page, she's Eastern, Scientist, Staff, and KMS. So backrow supporters. Cuervo is a member of the KMS. So if I give him the KMS Grasta, that should improve her damage by 25%. Otherwise, he didn't really have much to hold. I gave him Sound Body, so all the staff users have an extra 300 health, and I gave him Dark Shade, which improves shade type attacks. Iffy, now that she has 80 points, and I can give her a 4th skill, I can finally give her an attack skill. So I gave her Icrophilia, which is a shade type attack, and it also ignores target defenses. So I thought that would be a good one to kind of beef up a little bit, particularly if I'm spamming it in an AF bar. Yuna's Grasta are also staff based. She has the Enhance of Max HP staff, which normally doesn't happen because Iffy's ability does damage every time you attack. It has the Enhance at Low HP staff, which is probably more likely to kick in during a fight. And then Yuna is Eastern, so I gave her the Almighty Power Eastern. So she's buffing Xianghua's damage by 25% as well. So she's fully buffing Xianhua, depending on Xianghua's health, and he is partially buffing her. And Xianhua, Xian, and Iffy all have an extra 300 health thanks to that robust Grasta. Sidekick-wise, I've chosen my usual 2, Tetra and Guns. Tetra for healing, Guns because if I blow the AF gauge, then everyone's stats will go up by 20%, which means her intellect, among other things, will go up 20% as well. So for a longer fight, I'm thinking that will be helpful. So let's try that fight again, and this time let's blow the AF bar on the last turn. And just see how quickly it drains or how slowly it drains. So let's try that again. Turn 1, Link in attack order, attack order is preemptive, so it will always go first. Poison and Overwhelm. Alright, she's buffed up her MP. Turn 2. She is going to beef up her attacks. We are going to Illusion Black Dragon. I'm trying to decide if I even need Suzaku Encirclement with him anymore. Because if she's the one awakening the zone, I don't know. I'll have to decide that later. So he'll Illusion Black Dragon. She will Nocturnal Procession, and we will Prominence Purge.
Incinerate. Go. Take this.
Alright, this is the final turn with the Awakened Magic Zone. So we're going to Horizon it, we're going to Black Dragon it. Actually, no, we're going to Attack Order for the break. Almost forgot. We'll go ahead and Nocturnal Procession one more time and Overwhelm. And it should go down to... That looked like 202 million per hit. I don't know. Either way, the dummy's almost dead already. No more zones, so we're going to reapply it by link and attack order. We'll go ahead and Rosa Liliac again and Overwhelm again. Alright, and this time we are going to blow the AF bar. Now she doesn't have her Stellar skill equipped, so even if I get the Stellar gauge all the way, it's not going to help. I have it set up so that Horizon, Black Dragon, Icarphilia are all magic attacks, and they're all in the first position. So this Icarphilia does 3 attacks, Black Dragon does 1. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should have Suzaku Encirclement in the first position so I get 3 magic attacks going. And Horizon is 2 magic attacks. Unfortunately, she's not a magic user, so she's going to be just slashing during the whole thing. Alright, I'm not going to try and play piano. I'm just going to do Illusion Black Dragon like I had set up. Let's see how long this goes.
Die. Incinerate.
Alright. With 3 magic users, I am getting a decent number of hits off.
Go.
Combo rate's not super high. Alright, and 652 million, which actually feels kind of low since she did more than that in one swing. Could be because I wasn't working in a break. Alright, so let's think about that for a second, skill-wise. We'll swap those two. And Suzaku can be the spammable one. Well, that's a medium strength attack. Okay. As far as gear and graw stuff for the rest of the team, I'm actually gave Xion a bunch of pains, nothing upgraded. So he has the Mujima Rod. He actually doesn't even have any armor. Might as well, let's see, anything worth giving him? MP Regen and some resistances might not be a bad idea. Yeah, let's just stick with something simple. Let's give him a Plasma Ring. Give him an extra 4 mana per turn. If he is still built defensively, which I'm not sure if I'm going to keep since now she can actually attack. But she's not the main damage dealer, so I might want to keep her somewhat defensive. And Xianhua is all about the attack, so... Alright, So that was some damage. Let's, actually, what's my health at? It is definitely below 50%. Okay, why don't we go ahead and test Tesseract instead? And I'm not sure if I should be replacing Horizon or not. But I guess we'll just see what kind of damage it does. Actually, you know what? In order to keep that, let's cancel. Yeah, I'm scared. We don't want Tetra then. Let's, who would be good for magic damage? What was you, Lord? Intellect and speed, earth resistance down. Power goes up. Intellect stacks with Pissy, the fish. Let's use that one. I figure a lot of people probably have access to that sidekick. Save. And that will ensure that her health doesn't increase during the fight. Alright, let's try out this Tesseract thing.
Yes, quit blabbing in my ear.
Alright, same as before, we're going to link attack order, pain, and overwhelm. Alright. Round 2. Same strategy. We'll beef her up with those 2 skills. We could Illusion Black Dragon it. And Prominence Purge.
Incinerate. Go.
Oh, she regained some health. That's not good. Well, I guess let's just see what kind of damage Tesseract does. She's not hurt, so we're going to go ahead and inflict break. We'll do Nocturnal Procession again and Overwhelm again. So we're going to have the break again, and this time we're going to have Tesseract. And let's see what kind of damage it does. Huh. That was underwhelming. I guess she really needs to be hurt or use it during Stellar Burst. Magic attack on all enemies times 5. Damage increased based on how low the target HP is. Okay. Well, attack order and link since it's turn 4. Nocturnal Procession it. Rosa Liliac it, and let's overwhelm.
Take this.
And that should be with Pishy actually improving her intellect as well. So that's actually really disappointing. Alright, attack order. We'll try Tesseract again. Let's, whatever, it's last turn, we don't care. Let's chivalry, why not?
Incinerate. Go.
That one did a little more damage. And I guess she's a little more hurt. So we need to find a way to keep her hurt. Yeah, we only did 221 instead of over 1 billion. Well, the Mysterious Chaos Ogre and his curse hurts the team a lot. Guess we could go play with him. Let's stop along the way and restore health. He has a barrier though, so I'm not so sure. I guess we can play around with Iffy. Let's see. Because I think if she nullifies the blood contract, we can barrier pierce. Of course, the flip side is I don't think I have a way to put the blood contract back on. Actually, I do. I did put on Walpurgisnacht, or however that's pronounced. So, but that won't put the blood contract on unless everyone's used it up. Well, let's just see what happens. Lure of the enemy. Mysterious Chaos Ogre hard. I wonder how easy it would be for me to actually just use up his barrier. Alright, she's definitely below 50% health. Alright, link, attack order, pain, poison, and overwhelm. Alright, let's get some mana regen going now. Prominence Purge. Attack. Attack. Oh, I forgot to switch off of Tesseract. Yeah. Let's see what Tesseract is like, I guess.
Die.
Gone.
I don't think the Stellar Burst is a switches it to barrier piercing either. She's unfortunately going to heal the team back up, but I guess the curse will hurt her. Yay, pain. Alright, Tesseract will knock off 5 barriers. That'll knock off 3. That'll knock off 3, and we'll overwhelm again.
Take this.
You know, I do have guns in the background. I can always blow the AF bar and actually work through his barriers. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. Alright. Let's attack, order, and link. Let's get pain back. And overwhelm again. Try to keep his damage under control. Or at least my mana is staying up there. This fight actually usually doesn't take this long. Attack to weaken him before he swings. I'm so used to defeating him in like 3 turns, or 2 turns. Alright, well, let's stick with the plan. We have the Awakened Magic Zone back. Let's burn the AF bar. We'll just spam all of these attacks. And we'll probably work in 1 overwhelm during the fight as well. So we'll do 1, 1, 1. Actually, maybe we should do 2 to put back the mental focus. Alright, we'll do 1, 2, 1, 2, and then spam all 1s. 1, 2, 1, 2, spam, spam, spam. Alright, barrier should be gone now. Ooh, let's play with Burst. Let's see. Buffs are inverted, and they get exposed to magic until the end of the turn. I wonder if I want to do that now, or if I want to do that... Can I cancel the burst? Maybe not. Oh well, I've already pushed it. Let's do it. That'll make him, I guess, weak to magic till the end of the turn. Ooh, yeah, that was some big damage there.
Die.
Alright. So I have a barrier. Let's go ahead and kill her and give her the barrier pierce. We'll just do a Tesseract again. We'll inflict break. And I guess I have no idea what's going to happen, guys. That's just chivalry, though I don't think the chivalry blocks the final attack. Alright, we're going to get break. We're going to kill her, which should give her barrier pierce, and she's going to Tesseract one more time.
You're a mistake.
Well, I killed him. I didn't see my happy fun damage cap, the 2 billion in damage, but it worked. So, alright. It's past 10 o'clock my time, so I just want to do some preliminary playing around. I just defeated the Chaos Ogre hard without Tetra, who's my usual go-to for heals. So, yeah, this will take some playing around and I think some fine-tuning. I don't know if I'll even stick with these same 4 characters, but it does function. I was able to barrier pierce when I needed to, and she did do some pretty massive damage during that stellar burst. So I might have to look into that a little bit more. I kind of wonder how easy that fight would have been had I used, what was it, Horizon? Horizon. She attacks again as long as the boss has over 50% health, which means I should be able to do 4 attacks. Pretty much until the barrier is gone. Well, this is experimentation. I kind of wish I was able to get her up to 80 shadow so I could have both skills to use. I'm not so sure I want to give up the other 2, Link and Trinity. Trinity improves my skill hits and helps reduce damage, and technically also awakens the zone. Yeah, let's... Okay, so instead of Tesseract, let's just try it with Horizon. Same fight, just 1 different skill. And then we'll call it a night for tonight. We'll keep playing around this weekend. Alright. Oh, and as always, I have not upgraded any defenses, so I don't have any extra help in this fight. This is just how the fight is. And let's just go ahead and keep the same sidekick and hope the team doesn't die, because I have no way to resurrect. Alright. Awakened Magic Zone, Pain and Reduction of Power, and Overwhelm.
Well met.
Alright, round 2, we'll get
Worthy opponent.
Prominence Purge going, beef up the team. Let's go ahead and mental focus some more, and I'm not really sure if I should even bother beefing up her attacks right now. They're not really barrier piercing. Probably should just be focused on draining the barrier. Alright, so let's take that approach. Let's go ahead and work on the barrier then. Horizon, Suzaku, Ichor, and Overwhelm.
Feast.
Alright, she knocked out 6 stacks. I thought she had an extra attack. I guess it does 2 attacks. Alright.
How annoying. Well met.
Alright. Overwhelm again. Need a Rosa Liliac because we're about to lose that buff. We're going to attack Order. And instead of awaking the zone, I'm going to go ahead and keep working on that barrier, I think. I can always awaken the zone later.
Die. How annoying.
Alright, was this the turn that he basically went into a little rage? Yep. Okay.
Well met.
So let's go ahead and blow the AF bar like last time. We'll hit Link first and then start spamming Horizon. So there'll be a 3, 2. How's my nocturnal procession? We'll do 2 and 1 and then just spam. We'll just spam 1s after that. Do I still have Horizon? Let's see. Yes, hit count +1. I still have it for this turn. Okay. So 3, 2. Let's see. Where's his... Oh, did he clear his buffs? He did clear his buffs. Alright, so we definitely need pain again. So 3, 2, 3, 2, and then we'll just spam 1s across the board. 3, 2, 3, 2. Spam, spam, spam. Alright, we've broken through the barrier. Oh, we're actually doing some decent damage. Yeah, check that out. He's already down to his HP stopper. Oh, they get to tag team. Alright. $425 million in damage. Still not anywhere near Alma's levels back in the day. Alright. Alright, so we need to barrier pierce, which means we need to kill her. Let's go ahead and do the burst. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have that anymore. Alright, we have Awakened Zone. Let's go ahead and burst and get a free cast of Trinity.
Enlightenment is the key to unwavering truth.
Alright, so we are going to kill her and give her barrier piercing. In her case, we're going to Horizon it. We'll preemptively break him, and we'll Chivalry again just to keep it all the same. And let's see if Horizon will do the job. The test dummy suggests it probably will.
Pathetic.
Yep. Alright, so if she is not Stellar Awakened, Horizon can do the job. If she is Stellar Awakened, that Tesseract ability seems to be pretty good, but only when she's at low health. Not sure how I feel about that. I understand the whole no risk, no reward thing, but there's so many other team compositions where I can be at full health and
Perfect for
utterly
cunning
obliterate
idea
it.
sets.
Okay. Well, those are my current early thoughts on Xianhua. I don't know if these are the best choices. I don't honestly know if this is the best gear and Grasta. I usually tend to believe that the Pain Grastas are best, but maybe I should be upgrading them with, Intellect or MP, or though I was able to self-buff, I think, past the max level for MP, so probably the Pain stuff is best. Well, anyway, that's just some preliminary testing. As I said, this team might change dramatically. The back row characters might change. The sidekicks might change. Which, speaking of, let me change back to Tetra. All right, well, those are just some general musings from me. So, as I said, things will most likely change, but at least this gives us a starting point for discussion. So, hope this helps. Casual Crono, signing out.